Hello everyone, I'm Drachona. So, another year has passed and another VidCon has come around, and this time was actually pretty good. I got to hang out with some people who I met last year, and I got to meet some new people, and see some people who I didn't expect to see.
Hello, good sir, and welcome to VidCon. How do you feel?
I feel fantastic, sir.
Far indeed.
All in all, it was a pretty fun experience. Some of the panels were definitely pretty interesting, but we didn't end up spending a whole lot of time at the panels. There were a few that we really wanted to see, and I'll probably do separate videos on that because boy did I take a lot of notes. But what I want to focus on is that I personally think that this VidCon was a success for, people who consider themselves centrists, people who just have political opinions that aren't far left and who comment on the far left, the far right, who comment on feminism, whatever it may be. I personally believe that this VidCon was a success. Now, some people might think, well, how so? Nothing really important happened. For those who went, obviously we know, nothing really significant happened, but I actually think that's a good thing. Some people were saying, well, I guess this year, there's no garbage human scandal this year. And yeah, okay, that got a whole lot of clicks, and I personally actually benefited a lot from participating in that. Now, I didn't know I was participating in that. I just asked Anita Sarkeesian a question, and, that went the way that it went. But as I explained in a follow-up video to that, I didn't really like the fact that I was getting attention because of Anita Sarkeesian, because she was a hot topic and because of what she had done. I didn't intend to get wrapped up in all that, I just did, because, I decided to think for myself and do a little bit of psychological digging. But it happened. There's nothing we can do about it. She started it. It's not like it was our fault. We weren't doing anything wrong. But some people were kind of disappointed that something like that didn't happen this year, and I actually wasn't. I really wasn't disappointed at all. I was glad. I mean, yeah, it's still VidCon. It's still the same shit. There's still panel after panel after panel about being LGBTQ, about being black, about being a woman, or any combination of those things. But the point that I'm getting at is it's precisely the fact that nothing significant happened that I believe this VidCon ended up being a good one. It was a great opportunity for people to just kind of hang out together. We hung out by the fountain, we walked around a lot. Of course, everybody got to meet their favorite content creators.
How long to spell your name? All good.
Can you spell your name?
Yeah.
It was just a fun time, and that's what something like this should be. Yes, I wish that there were more people on the panels who actually represented a diverse range of opinions. I wish that in a panel talking about being advertiser friendly, 5 out of the 6 people didn't make LGBTQ content.
Yeah, I signed my 0.
Sign your chest? I'll sign your chest.
I mean, it's like, obviously I know that content gets demonetized, but then they're sitting there like, well, it's clear that there's a problem. We're the ones who are getting demonetized. It's like, it's not just you, it's a whole bunch of people, but because 5 out of 6 of you make almost the same content, that's why it seems like it's only a problem for you. But I'll get to that in another video. There are plenty of things that could be better about VidCon. It's obviously entirely one-sided. When we get together as the relatively small group that we are, we're the outsiders. We don't fit in with anybody else. So it's a really good thing that we show up there, and it's really good that nothing bad happened. That none of us got in trouble, none of us got thrown out, there was no drama. That's actually a really good thing. I'm glad that it went that way, because we don't need that shit. Ideally, I know some of us, we live for the memes, we live for the controversy. I don't. I know some people do live for the controversy, but it's not a good thing. It's better for us. It's better for everybody if that shit doesn't happen. Because then it's more likely that, maybe next year, someone who thinks the way that we do will end up on a panel. That there will be a greater diversity of opinion next year or the year after. The more things go right, the more likely it is that they'll improve. Now, that doesn't mean that we should just let them be, that we should just kind of, allow VidCon to be the bubble that it is. Like I said, we should still show up. We should still present our opinions. We should ask our questions. That's a really good thing. But we shouldn't be trying to start a fight. We shouldn't be trying to start controversy. Not that we were trying to do that last year. I'm just saying it's a really good thing that nothing bad happened.
Sup?
Before I showed my face.
Yeah, sup?
That guy's holding a power
Industry.
glove.
That's what's up.
There is.
Jesus Christ.
That's just the best.
Subscribe and be saved, guys.
Yes.
Subscribe and be safe.
See you, Jesus.
God bless. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ is my nigga.
You're not an old pastor. You have to be an old pastor.
There's a difference between.
I like Italian food. Does that count? I like old pasta.
I like old pastors.
I'm an old pastor. How many pastors are creepy pastors?
Oh.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
I'm
Sorry, sorry, Jesus. That would be funny if you walked right. God damn it. Hey.
Sweet Jesus.
I came to VidCon to find Jesus. I actually found him. Who'd have thought? So was it considered holy before or after he had nails go through his hands?
That's where the phrase comes from.
Exactly.
This was a great convention. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, some of the panels were really tiring to sit through, just mentally draining. But I had fun. And I'm glad. I'm glad that that's how it went down. I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. Yes, it could have been a little bit better in certain ways. I'm just glad that it wasn't worse. And honestly, I really hope that I can afford to come back next year because I'm sure it's going to be even more fun.
There was one where it was like, what, is it wrong to steal a Scottish mythological creature's vegetables and not Nessie's celery?
I'm Drachona. Stay sane, guys, and have a nice day.
Everyone's watching to see what you will do. Everyone's looking at you. Everyone's wondering, will you come out tonight? Everyone's trying to get it right, get it right. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a new romance. Everybody's going off the deep end. Everybody needs a second chance. You want a piece of my heart?